Yes, sir, everybody. I was just waiting until the recording device started up because I love to hear myself played back so I can just say how horrible I am after. This is After Hours with John Francois right here on 90.1 FM WECS. We are broadcasting from Eastern Connecticut State University in Willimantic, Connecticut. Shouts out to Philip Lipman for tuning in right now. He has a request coming up for him entitled It's Raining Men, and I'm assuming that's by the Weather Girls. So, Philip, stay tuned for that because, you know, forget the song. How about I just rain on you tonight? My mission is to just creep every single listener out to the point of possibly having no listeners. For some reason, my sense of humor just works that way where I like to have people listen in, but I also like to turn them away for fun. I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm just not used to being a straightforward popular guy. But thank you very much, Philip, for tuning in, and we'll talk about rain much more later on. And I'm not talking about the weather outside. Let's see. After Hours with John Francois Facebook group page. If you are involved in that, great stuff. If you are not, you can also find this game on my profile page. It's facebook.com/JFRA91, and this game is entitled What's Inside My Hand. And basically what this is, if you all don't know what I'm talking about, just scroll down to my ridiculously retarded new updated timeline affected Facebook page. My God, I don't get timeline, and I'm going to say this. I may have said this on the air before, but timeline is just another step forward to Facebook being the self-centered universe of social media. And if you don't get what I mean, here's what I mean. Facebook is already self-centered enough by having you post statuses about your life and photos about your life as if people actually care about your life. As if they're like, oh my goodness, forget about work, forget about school, forget about having a purpose. Let me just sit down and see what Shanae is doing with her hair today, and then see what JJ is eating with his hot pockets. So it's crazy stuff, you know. But hey, I'm victim to it. I'm interested to know what's going on in people's lives. I like statuses that are like, oh yeah, just went to New York today to see lights go up and fingers go down and pandas go forward and fingers go up pandas. But I could read that stuff and get a kick out of it because not much is going on in my day or in my life overall. But still, I feel like it should just stop there. You know what I mean? Like, why do we have to go to a point where it's like, all right, we have to know every single part of your life year by year, from the day you were born to present day? I don't get it. We're not that invested into your life. You know what I mean? And the fact that you're forced to have timeline, the fact that you can't have the choice to say, hey, I like Facebook the way it is. I don't like how it's all changing on me. I don't like how, I want to look up my photos. I want to be able to click on the link that says questions, but I can't, find the link anymore because timeline has it set up in a way where the link isn't there anymore. I probably can't even use my own questions. And you know what? This is my personal struggle because I asked Facebook questions, and the old style profile just had a link to the upper left hand side which just said questions, and I clicked on it and there you go, I was up to my questions. But now it's like I gotta go to my notifications to go to my list of questions, and that's just not pretty. Johnny Boy is not happy about that. So Mark Zuckerberg, I'm gonna give you a piece of my booger-induced facial hair if you don't change this right now. You know what? Okay, forget it. You know what? I'm all for adding new features to Facebook to make it all fresh and hip, but just don't force people to have timeline. The people who don't want to have it, they shouldn't be forced to, because honestly, by April 13th, everybody has to have timeline. Timeline will be automatic with everybody, and I have to have this preview of timeline on my Facebook page. I don't even have the option to go to my old profile until April 13th. Like, I have to have this preview, so it's not even that I even have to wait until April 13th. I'm basically being forced in the present day. So that's just crazy stuff that I don't like, and I really want to just whack someone with my with my cold index finger, with the freaking ugly cut fingernail. I mean, I just want to kind of scratch Mark Zuckerberg in the ninny with my fingernail, and maybe a little cinch of blood will come out, and maybe I'll just lick the blood and put it in his eye. I don't know. I don't. Seriously, I just don't like it. So that's the point. So if you have any offhand remarks about Facebook timeline, and boy, would I like to hear it, facebook.com/KFRA91. I'd love to shout it out on the air, or 860-456-2164. But yes, what's inside my hand? That's what I was getting to before I interrupted myself with my Facebook timeline rant. What's inside my hand? I have a picture on my profile page of me holding up something, but it's hidden. And you can only see a smidget of that something. It's the smidget of that something is black. That's what the color of that smidget is. So just by that smidget, just by that little black smidget, what is inside my hand? And if you can figure that out, then hey, 860-456-2164, or just post it up. Just give me a comment. And I got some great responses from Jody Rybinski and Philip Lippman. Jody said egg, and I said, hey, Jody, that would be a really, really dark-skinned egg. Nothing against Negro eggs, but come on. You know, it would be like tasting tar for breakfast. So nothing against black people. I'm black. That's hard. That may be hard to believe by my voice, but still, you know, I'm just saying nobody wants to eat a black egg. And let's see, Philip Lippman. I mean, I remember Jody and Philip had this like long, drawn-out conversation about my what's inside my hand. I'm trying to find it here somewhere. Damn the timeline for making my computer slow with all my history of comments and stuff. Let's see. Here we go. View all 33 comments. And yeah, I just got into a whole conversation between the three of us. Jody guessed it was a diamond ring for her, and like I said, that would be a pretty dark diamond ring. And I'm saying, hey, Jody, you know, what's inside my hands? How about what's inside my ass? I don't know why I said what's inside my ass. I think it was in response to Jody being like, oh, why is the game called What's Inside My Hand? And I just said, hey, you know, how about you figure out what's inside my butt if you're so tired of figuring out what's inside my hand? And Philip got into this whole thing about, you know, butt jokes and poopiness, and Jody got turned off because she's a 50, 60-year-old woman. I don't know how old Jody is, but I'm sure she's a middle-aged woman, and she doesn't want to hear that filth. And she just signed Philip off and just called him a turd and reported him to the police. And Philip is now at the police station listening to the show, all depressed now because his life is over because of what he said on my thing. So, yeah, shame on you, Philip. Carlisle guessed marker. That's what she guessed. And you know what? She has every reason to guess that because it could be a permanent marker, judging by the black smidget that is shown in the picture. So, yeah. So, Philip guessed, what did he guess? Did he guess a whale, planet Earth? And he guessed all these things. So, Philip, you're crazy. Go back to jail. Yeah, so if you go to facebook.com/JFRA91 and scroll down to the picture where I'm just holding up a black smidget of something, then guess that and let me know what you think. And I'll get to your responses for sure. So, yeah. Ted! Whoa, Ted! My special guest tonight was supposed to be Ted, and like a very undependable teddy bear, he's not even coming up tonight. He's not even showing up, and he's not even supporting a bro. So that's great to know. Wasn't that a nice rhyme there? I think that was. So yay, Ted, for not showing up, not supporting brothers. He knows that I'm on late at night, not 11:06 in the morning. So I just hope that we can confirm that there. But yes, what's inside my hand, that's on the After Hours with John Francois Facebook group page, and it's on my own personal profile page, facebook.com/JFRA91. So please check that out. I love to hear your responses. Yes, indeed I do. Yes, indeed I do. Let's see. How about we get into another request? This is for Philip. And when we come back, I will get into a question that I posted up on Facebook, as I do every week, concerning tornado warnings. As a quick shout out, happy birthday to Gregory Dassonville, a guy that I used to be associated with through my old high school's theater department. I remember I did a production of The Miracle Worker with him. He wasn't appearing in the play. I remember he was an assistant director or one of the directors in that play. And he is now, I believe, either in Syracuse or just graduated and having a very tremendous acting career. So congratulations, Gregory, for whatever success you may be having right now. And a happy birthday, man. I think that's what I have to do to kiss up to people now. Honestly, to get more listeners. I feel like, hey, you can't go wrong with birthday shout-outs because people love to feel special on their day of birth. So happy birthday, Gregory Dassonville. I'll totally tag you on Facebook just to get you to pay attention to me for no absolute reason whatsoever. I'm sure you'll be, trying to browse through this 13-hour-long video just to see where your name pops up instead of just the random stuff I'm talking about, you know, as far as asses and Philip Lippman and how he should go to jail because of his ass. Ass! Ah! That was nice, wasn't it? Yeah, I just had to clear my throat, so kudos to that. So yeah, happy birthday, man. Gregory Dasonville. Shouts out to you, and many best wishes to the many birthdays that will come after that, if that makes any sense. All right, how about this? Raining Men by the Weather Girls, as requested by Philip Lippman, right here on After Hours with John Francois, 90.1 FM, WECS. Stay tuned, everybody. We'll have more show coming up. And thanks for tuning in, for those of you who are.